Hi internet! Today I'm filming a Halloween tag. Welcome to Halloween month. I absolutely love Halloween. Australia doesn't really celebrate it as such, but I'm just a fan. I've gone for the little subtle, cheap, shitty cobweb in the corner there. I don't even know if you can see that. And a little skull for decorations. You can tell that my whole effort was very rushed and last minute. So my apologies for that. I promise the next videos will be much more Halloween-y. I am obviously a mouse. Duh. So today I'm going to be filming the Halloween tag, which looks really fun and I'm really excited to do, so let's get into it. First question is, what is your favorite Halloween movie? I don't know if this is like, it has to be specifically like Halloween related or if it can just be a horror movie, because I think my favorite horror movie is probably The Conjuring. I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to scary movies, but this movie I actually really enjoyed and thought that it had a good story and it was entertaining. It was like just the right amount of suspense, but it was also not just like really cliche. I mean, towards the end a little bit, but I just really enjoyed it, so I'd say that's my like current favorite. Question number 2 is, do you believe in ghosts? I want to say yes, because again, I find it all very interesting. I love hearing people's stories and I'd love to think that that was a thing, but at the same time, I do believe that when you die, you just die. Like there's no afterlife or anything. It's just like depressing and death. Well, it's not depressing because you're dead, so you don't feel anything. But so I don't think I can really say I believe in them when I don't believe there's anything after death. Number 3 is the creepiest or scariest thing that has ever happened to you. I haven't personally really experienced anything super creepy. I've heard lots of stories from friends and family, and I honestly love hearing the stories. Like if you have any creepy stories, please leave a comment and tell me all about it, because whenever I meet people and find out they have some creepy ghost story or like just something weird happening, I'm like, oh my god, tell me everything. When I was little, I did have this thing that's always stuck with me, and it's probably like really minuscule in compared to like so many other awesome stories I've heard. But basically I was in the like living room with all my family and I went to get something out of my room, which is like the complete other side of the house, and my blinds were drawn and stuff. As I was about to walk out the door, there was like this knocking on my window, like a full on, like a proper knock. It wasn't like an accidental bump or something hitting the window. It was like someone or something knocking on my window. And I kind of froze and was like, what the hell? If it was someone, they would have had to like come into our house and into our front yard and like come to the window, and it just creeped me out. I remember standing there for like quite a while, just like frozen, thinking like, should I look out or should I not? And it was just really creepy. And then it kind of stopped and then knocked again, like a different rhythm. I don't know, it just definitely seemed like a person from what I remember. I just remember it because I found it really creepy, and I remember being frozen with fear of like, what the hell is knocking? And all my family were 100% in the living room because like I ran out and was like, what the hell, like something was just knocking on my window, and they were like, oh, it's probably just a cat. I'm like, pretty sure a cat can't knock. And yeah, it's just always stuck with me because I've always been like, what the hell? But again, pretty lame for creepy things. Number 4, are you superstitious? I'm really not superstitious. The only things I guess I'm slightly superstitious about is like when you say something and then you're like, oh, touch wood, because the amount of times I've been like, I haven't got sick in ages, lol, and haven't touched wood, I get sick the next day, or you know, things like that. Other than that though, I kind of am one of those people who go out of my way to do things that are meant to be like superstitious to prove that it's bullshit. Like if I see a ladder, I'm walking under it. And I used to put my shoes on my nan's table purposely because I knew that she hated it, which is really mean. It sounds so mean, but I just really don't believe in superstition. Number 5 is your best and worst Halloween costume ever. I don't know about my worst, like I've had some pretty crap years. This one's probably my worst. I think I did go as this one year, that's why I have them. So yeah, I guess that. Otherwise, like, probably just wore a witch hat when I was like a kid. My best costume, I went as a zombie nun one year and like went all out, and that was terrifying and awesome. Other ones, I've dressed as Tomb Raider, and one year I did Kim Possible, and they were both really fun. Number 6, if you're ever in a horror movie, how long would you last? Oh, it depends what kind of horror movie. Like, if it was like a murder one, like those typical like you're somewhere with a group of people and like there's a murderer trying to pick you all off, I would probably last, because I'd be like, oh god, the floorboard creaked, I'm out of here. Or like, you know, the really small cues at the start of horror movies where you're like yelling at the TV like, why would you stay, or why wouldn't you call the police, or like just things like that. I would just be like running out of there. I would not, if anyone was like, oh no, let's stay, I wouldn't be like, oh well they're staying so I will. I would be like, bye. If it was like a zombie apocalypse, probably not very long. I can't really run. I don't enjoy running. And I really enjoy food, and there wouldn't be much of it, so yeah, I don't think I'd last very long. Your favorite memory of Halloween? When I was in grade 10, I had this kind of little cute group of friends. There was like a group of boys and a group of girls, and we all went to my friend's dad's house, and we went trick-or-treating in this huge housing estate nearby. And when I say trick-or-treating, we basically just like roamed the streets, dressed Halloween-y. I don't even know if we were dressed Halloween-y, but it was quite fun. I'm pretty sure we like maybe were drinking and stuff. It was just like that teenagey stuff that you do. And I'm pretty sure we ended up on like the beach and chilled, and it was just quite a nice like Halloween experience. Do you get scared easily? Yes, I do. I'm very jumpy, and I mean not too bad, but yeah, and anything like gory I'm like, oh, can't deal. And yeah, if I know like suspense is coming, I'm just pretty terrible at it, and I usually have to Google the plot lines of really scary movies before I watch them, just so I know what I'm in for, which I know is so bad, but I can't deal. You're home alone and hear someone in your house. What do you do? Oh, I just really don't know. I'd be most concerned about my dog, because I wouldn't want him to be murdered. I've always thought out what I would do if someone was in my house and I needed to hide. Basically, I would hide under my bed, but I would hide amongst things. Like, I'm in the middle and there's like things all around me. So I haven't actually set that up. I probably should, but I want to make it so if they looked under the bed, all they would see is stuff. They wouldn't actually see me, which I think is pretty smart, because everyone hides under the bed. Everyone's gonna look under the bed for someone. I guess first you have to check if there's actually someone, or if it's like the wind blew like a cup over or something. Would you ever go to a graveyard at nighttime? Oh my god, I used to try and make my friends go with me all the time. We went to Edinburgh, and there were so many creepy graveyards. I was like in heaven. I just find them so interesting and like so creepy, but I don't know, I just really like that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would 100% go to one. I'd be shitting myself, but I would 100% go to one. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled for ages. That is my Halloween tag. Please leave any creepy ghost stories that you have, or just weird stories. It could be paranormal. Please leave them in the comments for me to read, because again, I just love them. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in my other Halloween videos coming very soon. Bye!